Hey, I'm Noah. I run a cleaning company and I'm a fitness instructor. And today we are going to talk about um recovery. What is recovery, right? And why is it important to make sure you recover both mentally and physically? A lot of times, you know, people recover physically and they don't recover mentally. And sometimes people recover mentally and they don't recover physically. And sometimes people don't do both. Let me explain to you, for example, what recovery means. Like, for some people, but if we go down deeper, recovery is basically, you had a long day today, right? You get home, you make sure when you get home, you relax. Basically, some people, their recovery is go home, get a glass of wine, watch their shows, and you know, I guess lay back, relax. So to them, that's recovery. That may be uh, that's one part of the recovery, and that mostly falls on the mental part. So it's like where your mind is relaxed because you're not thinking about nothing. You're not thinking about nothing at the moment. You're relaxing right now. You're in recovery mode. So, you had a long day right now. It's your time. It's just you, your show, your food, your favorite food, whatever the case may be on the mental part. That's the recovery you've done mentally. Now, physically, here's where a lot of people tends to fall off. Because a lot of time, right, people would go recover mentally and not physically. Is in the sense of not getting to bed on time, not going to sleep on time. Because you can go to bed, like for example, say 9 o'clock, you in bed, you are in bed at 9 o'clock, right? Okay, let me put it better. Say for example, you like, oh, I went to sleep at 9 o'clock, right? If you were in bed at 9, you fall asleep at 11 p.m., then you fell asleep at 11 p.m. You weren't asleep at 9 p.m. And that's the problem a lot of time people don't understand. They would have the day before, they would sleep for about 4 hours, right? And then the next day, not understand, okay, if you sleep for 4 hours and you need 8 hours because you're about to do a 8 hour shift, so you shouldn't make it, the same amount of hours you're going to be up to work. You should, make that equivalent to the same amount of hours you're going to sleep. And really, one other thing too, people don't understand, like past the 12-hour mark on whatever time you wake up, your body starts to shut down. You're basically running on fumes. It's not necessarily, it necessarily is not for everybody because some people don't know that's how the body works sometimes. So they push it and think, oh yeah, I can go, I can make it happen. Like, so a lot of time, if you sleep, if you don't get enough sleep, physically you didn't recover. Mentally, yes, again, like I said, you had your wine or your favorite food, your favorite show, like, and you're at home, you you're relaxing. Yes, that is, in a manner of speaking, mentally you will recover, but physically you were not. Because like say, because if you gotta be up at 6, right? If you gotta be up at 6 a.m. the next day and it's 11, 12 a.m. in the morning and you are not asleep, you're not going to recover enough to be able to have a good day, to be able to have a good day for the next day when you're gonna wake up. That's my take on it. Let me guys know what you think. You know, again, Noah, thank you.